I think one of the biggest reasons that the YouTube algorithm is never incredibly kind to me is because you're rarely going to see me do like a hot take, because I don't know, I'm just not like a hot take guy. Like, if I don't like something, I don't need to harp on it, or like, I don't need to convince other people to not like something that I don't like. But really, like, maybe I'm just a little too positive, but I kind of try to see like something cool or at least fun in everything. So I see a bunch of people like, they'll be like shitting on the Suicide Squad movie, and I'll be like, well, it was kind of a fun time. Oh, I hope they had a lot of fun making it. And then people be like, oh, well, actually they didn't have fun making it at all. It was kind of a nightmare, because like they spent a lot of time making this movie, and that's not what even we got. Or we'll be like, well, I guess that means there's a lot of special features out there that we'll be able to see someday. Or, we can always read about the movie they were intended to make. That sure sounds neat. Like, I don't know, I get called naive a lot for like my media opinions and criticism, and I wouldn't say it's necessarily like naivete, but I think there may be a point there that I'm maybe incredibly forgiving of a lot. And so, like, even with something like the Star Wars prequels, which I've mentioned a few times on this channel, I did not like hate them. I spent a lot of time convinced that I was supposed to hate them, but I'll watch them and be like, oh, Jar Jar Binks can be kind of annoying, but he's not really meant to appeal to me. And my kids really like him, and I guess they're like his target demographic. So success on that front. Or like, oh, I don't really like the delivery that Hayden gave some of Anakin's lines in episode 2, but then, I consider that Anakin was brought up, leaving his entire life behind, and then being told that suppressing his emotions was the only way for him to be like the literal savior of the entire galaxy. I mean, that's a lot of pressure, but also could lead someone to not be too good at emoting. So maybe that's like a success. I don't know. So yeah, you're not really ever going to see a lot of hot takes on here. Maybe every once in a while something that'll really put a bee in my bonnet, but it's not really my style. And it seems like when it comes to YouTube channels in general, there's a lot of like, hey, this thing is bad, and that's, you should also think it's bad, and this maybe 35-minute video will explain that to you. And like that shows up in people's feeds a lot, from what I'm hearing from people. I've noticed it in mine. There's a lot of negative stuff. And then so you give that a click, and then it's like, okay, not only is that thing bad, but also here's a video on why the Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world, and also the royal family are lizard people, and also Donald Trump is still secretly the president. And I don't do those kind of videos. I talk about things that I like, because I like stuff, and I like talking about things that I like. And I guess if you want more positivity, I guess you need to like go ahead and find the things that you like, and then share those. Because, man, this is very depressing and frustrating. And, I'd like to say I know we can do better, but it's more about a hope than a knowing. Anyway, that's just sort of a random thought, because the traffic wasn't moving for a good 10 minutes there, and, I figured I've got this mount for my phone, I might as well just go ahead and, chatter a little bit. Anyway, I love you guys. Goodbye.